Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Utah Jazz have signed former Houston Rockets first-round pick, who was the 21st overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft for the Houston Rockets. Josh Christopher, who is a shooting guard, also can play that point guard position. And did it a little bit last year for the Houston Rockets in the 2022-23 season, but is more of a natural shooting guard. I like the addition for the Utah Jazz. As a Rockets fan, I'll give him a little message to the Utah Jazz here. Josh is a good player. Honestly, I will say, and this is not saying Josh is a bad player, but I believe Josh is a better person than he is a player. Josh, get at some things you might want to know about Josh. Josh is a very, good mid-range shooter. He's a good, he's an athletic player as well, solid defender, and is good in the paint. He's aggressive in the paint, but he's not a good three-point shooter, and he showed that in his 2 seasons in Houston. Rookie season was okay from three-point shooting, wasn't perfect, 30%, but his second season in Houston shot 24% from three. I mean, I know 30% doesn't sound good from three, but I feel like when you're a rookie and you're already not the best three-point shooter, shooting 30% as a rookie is not that bad in my opinion. But then in your second year, 24%. It just was terrible from three with the Houston Rockets in the 2022-23 season. Let's go over the stats, though. 64 games and 2 starts with the Rockets in 2022-23 season. He total on the year, he finished with averaging 6 points per game, with 1 rebound per game and 1 assist per game. And that was really it for his, and he also averaged 12 minutes per game. Thing is with Josh, with his, usually when you're supposed to, if you have a progressive rookie year, you're supposed to get better. But Josh had a very good rookie year and then fell down, and I blame Steven Silas, the Rockets head coach, a lot for that reason. With not playing Josh as much as he did in his in his second year compared to his first year. I'll just give you guys his stats from his rookie year. 74 games, 2 starts, average 18 minutes per game with 8 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, 1 steal per game. His three-point percentage was 30%, and his field goal percentage was 45%. And his free throw percentage was 74%. Yeah, averaged 8, 3, and 2 in his rookie season. With 74 games played in 18 minutes, and his minutes per game dropped 6. The games he played in dropped 10. His points per game dropped 2. His rebounds per game dropped 1.5. His assists per game dropped 1. His steals per game dropped 0.5. So all of his stats dropped in his second season. And then the Houston Rockets traded Josh Christopher to the Memphis Grizzlies. It was reported that, Ime Udoka coming in, he was really excited to work with Josh Christopher. As far as what we know and what Ime Udoka talked about going into his first press conference as the Houston Rockets head coach, because when he was hired, Josh was still on the team. Ime talked about potentially using Josh, and was excited about meeting with him, and he met with Josh a couple times. We've heard this as well, that Ime Udoka met with Josh a couple times and talked with them. Ultimately, I don't think the Rockets wanted to let go of Josh Christopher, but they had to trade Josh Christopher and Patty Mills over to the Memphis Grizzlies in a sign and trade deal with the Memphis Grizzlies. Sign and trade deal with the Rockets and the Grizzlies, and sent Josh Christopher and Patty Mills to the Grizzlies. I think we also sent over a second-round pick, and we got Dillon Brooks. That was a big deal to land us Dillon Brooks. And ultimately, Josh it was looking like they were going to keep him. That was the plan. But then a couple weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago, the Grizzlies waived him and somebody else. I can't remember who else they waived. They waived him and another player in order to sign Michael Murder and Matthew Hurt to the roster, as they wanted to sign those 2 guys before training camp. So, I wish Josh Christopher the best. I think the Utah could definitely be a good fit for him. Ultimately, I think Josh, if I'm Josh, the next goal is try to make try to lock in a roster spot for this Utah Jazz team, going into the regular season, because I don't think this is a guaranteed roster spot for Josh, because there's a lot of good depth on this team. So if Josh can get the right minutes in the rest of preseason, I think the Jazz still have 3 games left in the preseason. If Josh can get the right minutes, then I think Josh could be set up to make the Utah Jazz roster on a 2-way contract. But yeah, I wish Josh the best. I really like him. I met Josh, actually. Funny thing is, I met Josh Christopher. It wasn't his first. It wasn't after his. Or might have been after. It was after the first game he ever played in, because it was the second game of his rookie. It was the second game of the Rockets season, but Josh did not play. I'm pretty sure Josh did not play in the Rockets' first game. Now, Josh Christopher didn't play in their first game against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 2021-22 season. But then he did play in the Rockets' second game, which was their home opener against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I was at that game. That was actually a really fun game to go to, because the Rockets actually got to win. And Josh even got some decent minutes in that ball game. And after the game, this is a rookie who just got his first action and could just gone straight to the locker room. But after the game, he stayed, which players are not obligated to do this, and he stayed and took pictures with the fans, and signed autographs and stayed for maybe probably 5 minutes, if not a little bit over 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. And I actually was able to take a picture with Josh Christopher and got to talk to him for at least maybe 30 seconds, a minute. And Josh did a lot of stuff for the city and when he was here, and I wish Josh the best in Utah. You guys let me know your thoughts on the signing for the Utah Jazz. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.